KYmedia.net is proud to support Chamber Chats and support small business.
The Richmond Chamber of Commerce says, we're open for business.
Welcome to this edition of Chamber Chats with your host, Mindy Goble.
Welcome to this week's Chamber Chat. I'm Madison Pergrem with the Richmond Chamber of Commerce, and today we have a special guest, Dr. Kari Wickstrom with Bluegrass Hearing Clinic. Kind of tell me about what you all do at Bluegrass Hearing.
Well, thank you for having me, first off. We're one of the largest private practice audiology clinics in central Kentucky. We've got 11 locations. We treat patients of all ages. So we'll see little children up to geriatrics. We're treating hearing loss and tinnitus, which is ringing in the ears that a lot of people have oftentimes with hearing loss. And we've got about 7 providers that are working across all of those 11 locations. And
kind of tell me, I know May is a special month for you all. Kind of tell me what May is for you all.
So May is Better Hearing and Speech Month. So it's kind of nationally known, and it's really just hearing loss awareness. We really just want people to get their hearing tested. We want to get a baseline test where we can always monitor it. Not everyone gets their ears checked as often as they should. You know, we're supposed to go to the doctor and get a physical. We're supposed to get our eyes checked. People don't always really pay attention to getting their ears checked.
And I know we were talking before, and I haven't had mine done in forever, so I asked you, like, what's the importance of getting that baseline? Why should people come in of, like you said, all ages to get your hearing checked?
Well, hearing is so important for your communication. Just even having a mild hearing loss can make it difficult to hear in background noise. It can make you a higher risk of falling. It can even lead to cognitive decline or some memory loss if we go long periods of time without treating it. So we really just want to stay on top of it and be proactive rather than reactive. We just want to get it tested regularly.
Yeah, and I know you say you do hearing loss. Kind of tell me about the process. People might be worried about that, scared to do that. Kind of tell me about the process and what you all can do to help with that.
So typically, if you come in for an appointment, you're going to see one of our providers where we're going to kind of go through your history, what kinds of things you're having trouble with your hearing, if you're having problems at all. We'll talk about if there's a family history, if there's any history of noise exposure, because noise is a huge issue with hearing loss. We'll take a look in your ears, and then we'll do a hearing test where you're basically hitting a button when you hear the beeps and responding to some speech sounds to see how your brain is processing the sound.
Okay, and so for there you can do hearing aids, or how do you go about with the hearing loss?
So then if we identify hearing loss, then we'll try to figure out a treatment plan for you. Not everyone needs hearing aids. Not everyone will benefit from hearing aids, but most of the time if there's hearing loss, some sort of amplification where we're treating your specific hearing needs can be beneficial. And we check your insurance to determine if there is a hearing aid benefit. So if there is a benefit, then obviously then we have a better track to get some help.
Yeah, and so where you do all ages, kids too, how are kids when they come in to see you all?
Well, I'll be honest, I don't see too many of the children. We've got a couple other providers that see the children more often, but we see a lot of kind of early start or Head Start types of programs just to make sure that we're ruling out hearing loss if someone is having a speech delay. So we do tend to see a lot more kids who are just kind of getting their baseline hearing tests.
Yes, and I know you said 11 locations, so kind of if they want appointment, if they go about doing that, where do they go? You have locations in Richmond, where else?
So Richmond is one of our busiest locations, but our other busier locations are Lexington, Danville. We're also in Nicholasville, Frankfort, Paris. I mean,
so we have the whole region covered.
Whole central Kentucky.
If you need your hearing, yes. And I think we're going to put up the phone number for them to call if they want to make an appointment. And it's probably easy. You just call and they can fit you in. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Just give us a call and we'll get some information and find the best time to get you in on the schedule.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining
Yes,
us.
thank
I
you.
appreciate it. You can visit us at the Richmond Chamber on Facebook, on Instagram, and on Twitter. We'll keep you up to date on all of our upcoming events throughout the year on there, and we'll see you back here next week.
KYmedia.net is proud to support Chamber Chats and support small business.
The Richmond Chamber of Commerce says, we're open for business.